Hey peeps, Pixie Poison welcomes you to another Let's Play, and we are launching into another pixel art point and click adventure because you know how I have a big passion for these games now. I'm obsessed with them. So we are jumping into Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born. I always had this game planned for some time after I finished the Blackwell ones, so this seemed as good a time as any. So this game, as you saw, is developed by Clifftop Games and published by Raw Fury, who later went on to make Whispers of a Machine, which is another fantastic pixel art point and click adventure. Go buy it, go play it, it's great. I was a little late to this game, actually. I got this, I think, at the beginning of 2018, so I was about 2 years late, as I usually am for most games. I hardly ever buy games right when they come out. But this is one of the games like the Blackwell series that as soon as I played it, I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked on this. I was like, this is fantastic. The writing is superb, the voice acting is top-notch, every character is exactly how I imagine they would sound, and delivery is perfect. Just a little context, it's set in the 90s, it's set in 1995. I was 5 years old at the time. And what's so great about this game is nothing about it seems like kitschy or tacky 90s. It all feels really natural and, you know, like a proper immersive experience, how life would have been in the 90s. None of the characters are like cookie cutters either. It's great. So I'll stop bigging this game up and actually get down to playing it, shall we? Because yeah, that's what we're here for. So right, let's do this. New game. I'm ready. My body is ready.
Hey you.
Hey. Oh, man.
Oh dear. Gone a little wild, have we, Kathy dear?
Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I feel you. Feel you, girl.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when I...
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Ooh, now. I mean, look at that. That was a lovely little back and forth, and that was hilarious. But now you also get this. It's like, whoa. He's her grandfather. He's her grandfather. And he's just died, and she had no idea about it. And look, every little dialogue option gives you something different about it. It's like, wow. So she hasn't seen her grandfather since she was a kid. Oof. Rough. Okay. Well, may as well be honest.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
Oh dear.
Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Like I said, even just that little exchange just tells so much about the emotional state. It's like, whoa. Okay, September 25th, day 1, 1995.
Oh, God, make it stop.
That is definitely me when the alarm goes off in the morning. Okay, let's make it stop. We have control now. Okay, get the alarm clock. Turn off that alarm clock. Not allowed.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Ah, see, you hate Anna, but you love her really, Kathy. You know you do. So yeah, before you go, you can have like a little look around in here, and there's quite a few achievements you can get in here. Actually, I think you can get 2 achievements in here. So if you look around at things, you can get an achievement. So
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
yes, so do I, girl. Awesome film.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
So obviously all the awesome films right here.
Just some random band poster.
Fine. There we are. And we can look at some of Eileen's things.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Good to know that it was a joke even in the 90s. Like, spoiler alert, the boat sinks. Okay, what's this one?
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever.
Nice. And this one?
I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all.
Yep.
Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
Ah, you beat me to it, Kathy. You beat me to it. Also, this is quite fun. The pink bear.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Ooh. Wow. She has a hatred for pink bears, you can see. Also, if you go in your inventory, which is down here, she smokes. So she has a lighter. You can use the lighter on the bear again, and you'll get an achievement for that. You'll get the Pyromaniac achievement. I'm not going to do that because I've already got it. But yeah. Okay. Can we also have a look at her computer?
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Nice. Like I said, I love it. Proper old school desktop as well. Like big beastie screens and keyboards. Love it. All right. Okay. We have a funeral to go to. No more procrastinating. We're gonna go. We're gonna go now. Right now. Okay. Also, you get to get a glimpse of Kat's motorbike. I mean, that is a beastie bike. That's the kind of bike you want if you're getting into motorbikes. Okay. There's also an achievement you can get here if you leave the music running until it loops. So, just a little tidbit there. Okay, to the cemetery. Let's go. Okay. This is cool. I have to say, I love the color schemes here in the cemetery. Like, the sky is gorgeous. Like, all the greens and the yellows and the blues. It's a really nice combination.
Well, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Like, just have a sneaky cigarette. Okay. Just hang on a second while she finishes a cigarette. And then she can go on to the funeral. Can have a look at a couple of tombstones while we're here.
No
I
time
guess.
for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, right. Nope. That's us told. Okay, fine.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Like I said, I love how the contrasting colours there, just like the clouds coming in from the left as well.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Okay, Come on, Kathy. Don't be a baby. Look at you. You got pink streaks in your hair and a leather jacket on. Come on, we can do this. Hi, Mrs. Rain.
Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine? Who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Okay. Finally reunited with our grandma after like 15 years. So why hasn't she seen them in 15 years then, I wonder? Okay. Oh, hello. Do we talk to the priest?
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
Ah, alright then. Fine.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Ooh. Like, no sin, but what am I supposed to do for fun? Ooh. That's a good one, though. What makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father?
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Really nice. I mean, I'll give you A for effort, buddy. But no, it's not happening. Not today. Okay, on the bike, which, funnily enough, is actually called the Catmobile. Yes, it has that cooler name, and yes, that is a cool name. Don't care what you say. Right. Okay, let's go back to Grandma's house. Can have a little chat with her.
Grandma, anybody home?
Nice. Okay, so we can have a look around now.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley.
And the boots.
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
She obviously has quite a lot of shoes.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
And pretty table lamp.
A small table lamp.
Mm-hmm. And this painting.
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Okay. Let's look at that photo.
A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
Indeed.
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
And Grandpa's wheelchair.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Never seen this around. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
So there's no way to get in it? No, there isn't. Can we? No? Oh, okay. Fine. I know there is an achievement you can get for trying to get in the wheelchair. Probably just not yet.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Ah, so this is her mother. And, ooh, wow, that's heavy. That's really heavy. She was committed to a mental institution. So you can tell her the truth or avoid the subject. And personally, it's like Grandma's been through a lot today, so maybe don't tell her that. I mean, that's just me. You can tell her later. Maybe not now when she's grieving, you know.
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
Oh dear.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word. Forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Woo. Wow, it is. There are some heavy revelations going on today, all in the space of what, 2 days? Ooh, okay. Let's see if we can get a bit more information then.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
The war? Yeah, could be PTSD.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
And the doctors?
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Good for you, Grandma. Grandma's having none of this. But yeah, so Grandpa disappears, and then all of a sudden he comes back completely vegetative. Curious.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Okay. Well, thank you, Grandma. Hopefully we've got a little bit of information to work with. Yes. You can see where I kind of drop parallels to the Blackwell games, because it's like, she's another... Kathy's a journalist now, except she's kind of the flip side of Rosa, whereas, you know, Rosa's kind of more introverted. Kathy's like the extreme opposite. She's extremely extroverted, she's also a bit of a badass, or at least tries to be one. And they both have very complicated family traumas. Okay, so onwards. Let's go to the police station.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Okay, we'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back. Also, I gotta say, peeps, I love the soundtrack to this. Every single soundtrack is perfect for the location. I mean, this is so... It's so simple and understated, but it just sets the mood perfectly, and it just... You kind of feel a weight in the bottom of your stomach. It's like, oof, God, this is... Like, it's heavy. Funny that. So I think now you can try and never ride in the wheelchair.
It was a joke, you know.
So normally there you get an achievement there for that, but obviously I've already got it, so it's not going to pop. But yeah, that's great. It's quite fun that you can try and do these things. It's just like, no, not happening. Right, police station. We're going to get our investigating head on, and we're going to see what we can get out of the sheriff. And I also love how the background changes, like depending on what time of day it is and what the weather is as well. And just before we go to the sheriff's station, I'll just pop to the cemetery because I want to show you how it looks now. I mean, look at this. It looks so good. Look at that. I mean, the clouds that were there on the left at the graveside, they've now come all the way across here. And like I said, I love evocative colorscapes. You know this about me by now, peeps. I swoon over evocative colorscapes. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you this one. It's a very cool effect. Okay. Right, I will stop procrastinating now, I promise. I will. We'll go to the police station and we will get some information out of these guys. Because that's what we do. We get answers. Okay. Here we are. Lovely. Right, ooh, interesting photograph. Let's have a look.
A bunch of cops lining up for a photo.
Okay. And on the bulletin board?
Various
Sheriff?
notices
What's the
and
deal
a
with that
wanted
bum?
poster.
What bum?
Yeah.
The one in the cell.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
Okay, so apparently there's a bum in one of the cells. Good to know. Make a mental note. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
She clearly doesn't know who he is. I mean, we can pretend to recognize him, but no, we're pretty truthful, so no, we got nothing.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Okay. We want some info.
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
Okay, thanks.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Alright. Hey, Sheriff. Since you seem to have all the answers, let's see if you can give me more.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Wow. Okay. Small talk is, small talk evades you, doesn't it?
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Okay. Police report. Yeah. Can we see it?
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
Come on. Yeah, a family.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Wow, what a dick.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
It's just me, or when he said law, then I just had a vision of the original Judge Dredd, rather, where he goes, the law! Yeah, well, the law is not getting us anywhere right now, is it? Not really. So, Lenny, don't suppose you could show us?
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Come on, can you help us? Maybe?
Hey, I need to see the police report from '81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
I'd love to help, Kathy. The files are right here behind me. But you better check with the sheriff first.
Okay, I'll do that.
Fine.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands. I wonder what's behind those doors.
I wonder indeed. So yes, talking isn't getting us anywhere. Words fail, but some carefully placed actions might help us. So we shall see what's behind those double doors and hopefully get our hands on that police report, rather, in the next video. So, see you there, peeps.